The Tokyo Real Estate Man 株式会社ウィーター外国人担当ブルース松からです。Yes, just a reminder that we are a real estate company. Let me put on my googly eyes so I can read some of this stuff. Anyhow, we're gonna off the commercial, everyone. I know you're trying to skip through it. Here on the looking at oh, this is interesting. This is the gold chart in Japanese yen in kilogram. Yeah, gold is priced in Japan in not in ounces but in grams. So and it's here the price per kilogram. So the price for so you see right there is 1 million yen basically. 1995 when the Tokyo Real Estate Man gets to Tokyo. There's a few ironic things about this, but we see that since 1995, basically now here, let me move. I have to move my picture. Gold has, I guess, 16x over since 1995. So today here in mid-July or mid-summer of 2025. Gold is at all-time highs. XRP, there you go, Dealman. It's at all-time highs. The S&P 500 is all-time highs, and silver today cracked through to 39. So everything's at all-time highs. And this is the reason I'm here on the commodity charts. We got a comment from the Dealman. He was interested in looking at some stuff in the new product in the Japanese marketplace. And there's so much stuff to talk about when you're looking at new houses. But when you're building new houses in 2025, you're going to have to come up against 2025 commodity prices. And in relation to, I mean, everything else, if gold has been up 16x, how much is all the commodities across the board? They're probably pretty similar to this. Okay, anyway, we will cut over here to the map. So many ironic things here because this is when the Tokyo Real Estate Man Japan story starts here in 1995. Many of you weren't born, but Tokyo Real Estate Man, I was もう元気の若者その時。もう今でも元気だよ。Anyway, we'll come over here to the chart. And it's interesting that where we're starting, we're just outside of Tokyo here, and over here you'll see that this is Suganami-ku and this is Kogane, and there's some ironic things here because this is the kanji here for money or gold right there, kane or gold, and this is Kogane. And in 1995, the Tokyo Real Estate Man, actually my first apartment in a share house was here in Higashi Kogane, which is on the Chuo line. Chuo means center, so you see the kanji for Naka ward, that's like Naka, or that's also that means like center, and this is the center line right there. And see, you can see the kanji here for it. You can see that. Can I see it along here? Anyways, the Chuo line here, and I cannot see. You're getting into some pretty big stations right here. This is Mitaka Station where the Keio Inagashira line goes, and that'll connect down here to Shibuya. That's why you're seeing down here in this little right hand corner, you're seeing Red Pill and stuff like that, because that's getting towards Shibuya way. Shibuya, Setagaya, like the most popular areas of Tokyo are down here to the from here southeast. Anyhow, but we're here in Kogane, where it all started. Actually started right here. I used to probably the share house isn't even there anymore. It was right in here, and then I used to come up here and do my training. I am just a training freak. I've been training all my life since I was a young person, and I was a football player. I'm so glad I was a scholarship football player at my school. It was great. And I used to train here, and then that's kind of my story. So it's ironic that somehow what happens is I was looking here in Suganami ward here in the 23 wards, okay, of Tokyo, and there was nothing sort of cheap. But when I came out here to here, and I noticed it was in Kogane, and it's sort of I don't know, just got some cool memories going because that's kind of where it all started. And also when we're looking at the gold chart there, that's the kanji there. The first one here is small, and the second one is for gold or money, and the third one is well. That's like a well. So you can imagine this is like it was well of gold city, and anyhow, that's Kogane City, and I lived there for not long, I think about 6 months, or maybe even less. And then my company found me an apartment, and that's when I first moved to Yokohama. Anyway, you can see there's a little bit of red peel here as well. You see something here, and this is just the beginning of the suburbs. And the suburbs push all the way out to Hachioji, and they actually go beyond Hachioji. But you see a place here for Ichioku Sanzen 340 man, and that's in Musashi Kogane right there. And Higashi Kogane, I think the station right here is Musashi Sakai right there, okay, along the Chuo line. But you can see even here there's some pretty expensive stuff. We're going to look at this one here. This one's not complete. We're going to get to it. Okay, we'll get to it here. This one isn't complete. And I think this is the other one we're going to look at. This one, oh, that was for that one. I was looking at this one here for 4800 man. And yeah, there it is right there. This is a new one here. It's just complete. This one, other one, they're still working on here. But this is one for, you'd say, 4998 man. And this is for a brand new house that's just been completed. As you can see right there. New. Is it interesting? Everything else is in Japanese, but the word new is in there. Oh, 日本面白いの文化ね。面白い. Okay, anyhow, let's go over here and crack open this listing right here. And there's some commentary that's really important for understanding Japanese modern houses here in 2025. This house that's built here, this is a prefabricated house, and there's companies like Panasonic, or there's companies like Lixil. And then what was here, you can imagine that there would have been an old house here, okay, and it's been ripped down, okay, and either a real estate company or a development company or a small construction company, for example, purchased this lot, they got rid of it, and they came down here into the foundation, and they made the foundation, that was they've ordered this house already. They've ordered it from Panasonic, okay? And this Panasonic house is built to sit on this very detailed sort of concrete pad. And that concrete pad was poured, and then they built the house on top of it. Now, this is really part of Japanese industrial capacity right now, because all these houses are actually, I'm not sure if it's all built in Japan as it were, but it is built by Japan Inc. And it's a very mercantile system. And that's why, for example, this is a relatively cheap price in some ways, because it's a brand new house with, and this is Shoryuken, where you do own the land. Okay, so this land was purchased, the old house was put down, the foundation was put in, a crew of probably 4 or 5 men came and built this house, hooked it up to all the systems here of the city here in Kogane. It's in Kogane City, and this is called, oh, it's where I went to get my first gaijin card. This is called Kogubunji Eki, okay, and they built this all and hooked it up to all the systems of water and sewer and electrical and gas and internet, and it's selling, and someone is making a profit of let's guess that they're making a profit of $80,000 or $60,000 or $50,000 on this, largely because, and it's a decent price here for the family, because of the industrial capacity of Japan and its economic might that it can produce stuff like this for a cheap price. Anyhow, and put that also in the background. Here's land in Kogane City is not as expensive as it is in central Tokyo, okay, but it's not cheap. Put this in some other small town. Why is anyone going to want to buy a junk IKEA when they can just buy this new one? So yeah, again, it ties into the IKEA. You never want to get involved in any of that. It's a brand new house, and like this one now, someone's going to buy it. It's going to sell. It's totally going to sell. We can come back to it a month later, it'll be gone. Yeah, here, get here, the first floor right here. By the way, real quick thing I always mention, you're like, oh, mo Tokyo real estate, man, shitsukoi. That means I keep carrying on about it. There's a parking spot right there. And this house basically has everything for everyone. Access to Tokyo, parking in a good, it's a nice city, Kogane City, cheap price, brand new house. It has everything. It has everything. And maybe even 2 cars. It said only one. Who knows? You could probably squeeze another one in there. I think there right in front you could put a couple of motorcycles in there, for example. Anyhow, let's go through. There's nothing surprising about it. Here, this is a loft. Okay, this is a really terrible system of having this ladder. You could easily put a spiral staircase there right now, or you could put, they have that system of shelves that turn into like stairs. You could do that as well, but there's a loft there. Okay, and it's just a simple house. A Panasonic house, there's a Panasonic kitchen, or maybe it's a Lixil. Maybe I'll try to make these pictures bigger. Yeah, this works a little bit better. Okay, so it's a Lixil or Panasonic house. It's just totally standard, built in 2025. Not bad considering the commodity prices are all-time highs. Okay, gold all-time high. Silver today 39.23 topped off at. Okay, all-time high. Okay, anyway, that's a look at it right now. Something here in the new market. Now we can come down here to the details of the listing, but there's nothing surprising. Everything's built right now. You can see there, JR Chuo Sen. Okay, Kokubunji Eki, 15 minutes. Okay, everything is right. It's just, there's no surprises. Everything is brand new. There could be even like a warranty on this home, for example. 94 meters of land, 74 meters of internal space in the building, which is a NI SLDK. This is for storage and then living, dining, kitchen. Storage, living, dining, kitchen. In recent years, this S has become sort of a kakui no mono, something that's sort of very cool in the marketplace. Just completed here in May. Show you Ken. Okay, that Kenry is Ken. The word Kenry is right. So the right of ownership. Okay. Takuchi, it's in a suburban area. There's nothing here to do. The one interesting that we want to do here is we want to have a look on the Google Maps and see what was formerly here, because the Google this picture that's here from Google Maps is likely going to show us what was here before here, and it could have been just an old house. Oh, we don't know what's there, but this is going to be interesting. And I haven't looked at this yet. Okay. So, but you can see some things here in Kogane City. You see that land use is different here. You see this is all extra parking business here in Kogane City. Maybe the people here in this danchi, this is public housing. This is danchi, and the people in this danchi, they're likely parking here for, who knows, like 5,000 yen a month. There's some farming that's here. You will see this in Kogane City. I can remember being surprised about that many years ago, how there was farming. Houses built here in the 1980s, right there, but a new mansion. That's a new mansion right there. We haven't even got to this the house yet. Are we going to get there? Tokyo Reef Cement, is that it right there? Where's the house? Where's that house mark? There it is. Okay, so this was the house, and then this one was torn down. Right here is a beautiful, I think that's a rose bush right there. And ooh, that's a really difficult kanji to write in Japanese, called bara. It's very hard, but it's a very beautiful kanji. So yeah, that'll be your kanji kente no 誰か私にコメントでバラの漢字書いてください. That's my challenge for someone. Put it in the comments if you know how to write or type the kanji for bara. Yeah, it's a rosebush. You can see what was taken down as this house was taken down. Okay, and it relatively doesn't all look that old. It looks like a house that was built in the 1990s, but that to be a lesson for you is that the Japanese consumer right there, they want a new house. So they tore this relatively it's not relatively all that old. They tore this house built here in 1995. They tore it down to build a 2025 product. So are you sure you want to buy one of those Akiyas built in the 1960s or 70s? No one's going to want it. No one's going to want it. These people who bought this land, they're a construction company. They're a real estate company. They're just a guy like me. They're a guy like me who has a crew of guys that works for, well, not just me per se, but a guy who's in the construction business, and he's got a crew of guys. He bought this house, they tore it down, they put a new one up because he knows what he's doing, and he knows the product, or his company knows how to take these Panasonic homes, build the foundations, and go up with them. And he knows how to build a product that people want, and he knows that, or he, well, likely he, okay, that, not likely he, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that, but likely he. Okay, they took this down, and then they can take it down and build a new one. So, right, you want to buy an old house in Japan? Really? You're going to go against this trend? You're going to go against this construction company or this real estate company that did this? Well, you better be good. Okay, anyway, that's an interesting one. We'll come here to the other one, which is one that was just a little bit cheaper. This one here again, Kogane. That's the kanji for gold. Okay, we got the gold price hit all-time highs today. 1995, Tokyo real estate man comes to Japan. What was it? 1 kilogram of gold is for 100 million yen, which is 1 million yen. One you say in Japanese, 100,000. Okay, for $10,000, it's gone 16x. Okay, but they're still producing a house here in Kogane City. This one is for $380,000 Canadian. Can you do that in Canada? No, you can't. People would love it in this marketplace if they could buy a place in Vancouver for $400,000. It's just not going to happen because they don't have the industrial capacity like Japan does to create products like that that are cheap. Anyway, this house is still being built, but this was the cheapest one in Kogane City, which is just outside Tokyo, just outside of Suganami Ward, and not that far from Shinjuku. It's about 25 minutes or maybe 20 minutes on the Chuo line to Shinjuku from here. On the Super Express, maybe 15. So its placement in Tokyo is not a terrible one. Anyhow, you can see that even the real estate company, okay, that's selling this, they're putting up the pictures of the guys putting it up. Why? Because they know they're going to sell it, because it already says brand new. Okay, built 2025, 61 meters of land, 58 meters of internal space, which is why it's worth $100,000 less. Smaller house, smaller lot. Okay, on the JR Chuo line. Okay, Musashi Kogane. Okay, station, 19 minutes. Okay, you can go through. There's nothing here to see. It's just a brand new house. But again, this is all. Look at all these products. These are all coming here in a kit here. Everything here is a kit. In all these pictures, everything here in a kit. Okay, they finished it here. Everything here is a kit. Okay, from Panasonic or from Lixil to put this house together. It all comes together. They just deliver it all down here to the site. And the guys, the Gyosha-san, they then put the house together and they construct it. I talked to a guy in March about it, and he's done hundreds of I don't know if it's 100, but we talked. He's done so many of these jobs, and he was doing the foundation. The foundation's the key because there's so many different plans, there's so many different kind of lot sizes, and you choose something that's going to fit inside the lot size. And it depends on the budget and the people that are knowing. The guys that are doing this. This is their business. They know what they're doing. Okay, there's no surprises here in all the pictures. It's just a brand new house, just a brand new house. Produced by Panasonic or Lixil or whatever brand you want, and it's in Kogane City, and this is what the people want. Okay, no surprise. Come down here to the listing details. Okay, again, Chuo line. Okay, Musashi Kogane Eki. Okay, and this is not really 19-minute walk. Okay, to the station. Okay, by bus it's 10 minutes. Okay, but this is really the very edge. Or you're like even Suganami Ward is kind of the suburbs in a way. But when you get further out, the land is just cheaper, and you see all kinds of like the stuff we saw in the last picture. You see different kind of mixed use. You saw a parking spot. You saw a plot of farmland right beside there. That picture could have been taken in the winter or the late spring, for example, before planting. So yeah, everything's been updated. Everything here, it's on ownership. It's all Shoryuken. It's southwest facing to SLDK. I told you like the S is kind of like becoming a standard now. It means storage and that. We couldn't really see a clear picture of the house in some ways. It does have parking though right there. You see right there, Chushajo Ari Murio, but of course you need the $400,000 to be able to buy it. Stuff like that. So it's amazing. This is a $400,000 house that's brand new. That's just outside of Tokyo. So really talks about the industrial capacity of Japan and this system. That's brilliant. Anyhow, I want to come back here, and again, we're gonna look at what used to be here. Okay, now I got it on the picture here. And this is across the street from it right here. This looks to be a house that was built about 8 or 9 years ago. This one as well. They might have been built together. Let's move across here to I did spy on this one, so I know. There was one here that was built here in the 1980s right there. And this is really interesting. Ta-da! There is the house mark, and this is what it was. Oh, you can see right there, by the way, that's a Toyota Hiace right there. Early model, probably 2003 Hiace. This was what was here. Originally in the 1980s, I'm speculating, this house was here. This version of this house on this side of the street was here, and then it was torn down by the family. You see, like this one here, this is like a real estate company right there, and these are monthly rentals. You see that that's what it is right there. You would see this sign, and there'll be the real estate company's contact information. You'd phone, like if you saw a space open here, and then you'd phone them, and then you'd contract a space, likely for $100 a month right here in this area, 10,000 yen a month for a parking spot here. But originally there was a house here, and it was torn down to be a parking lot, and it was a parking lot for, I'm guessing, 4, 5, 6 years. Okay, and then now it's become a house. Okay, and this is how fast Tokyo real estate is. Even like they tore the house down. There's a building here in Vancouver. They've been tearing this hotel down. They've been tearing this hotel, and I kid you not, they have been tearing this hotel down for 4 months. It would have been torn down in Japan. I couldn't believe it. When they started the job, I was wondering what they were doing. Okay, they're only now, 4, or maybe I could be under exaggerating. It could be 5 months right now. Okay, they have been tearing this like 5-story hotel down for 5 months, and it's still not torn down. Okay, so like what happened here? Okay, there was a house here. Okay, and it took to tear it down. It took about it took about 4 or 5 days, like not much. It took about 4 or 5 days, and then these it ends up these Pakistani guys right now in Tokyo do like all the demolition business. The Japanese don't like to do demolition anymore, right? So they just outsource that to the Pakistani guys, and they come into their trucks and they fucking pull all this shit out. All the Japanese guys will, with the machines, will come in and do the demolition, right? And then the Pakistani guys come in with their trucks, and they load these trucks up, okay? And they take the trucks to the dump, and they get rid of everything, okay? So that was all done in 4 or 5, 6 days, okay? And it costs about $10,000, okay? Just to get rid of it, okay? And then in order to make this a parking lot, okay, that took another week. So in 2 weeks, okay, it took 2 weeks for this to become a parking lot, and it was been a parking lot and it's been able to gain. Let's say it was about $500 a month, okay, for $500. Let's say, I don't know, 50,000 yen or 40,000 yen. So it generated 500, 600,000 yen a year, okay, and it's been like this for about that asphalt's not that old, for about 4 or 5 years, right? And then now that the market come to this, somebody approached this owner about building a house, okay, and then they built this here, and that's kind of how it works. And then they came in here, they sized the lot up, okay, and then they looked at what they wanted to sell it for, and then they looked at the different kinds of styles that the Panasonic house had, and they just built a foundation, and they went up. And now, right now, they're not done this job now, but yeah, like this place is going to move. It's going to sell. It's brand new, decent price, just outside of Tokyo, affordable. Come here to the can come up. This ended up as a really interesting video deal, man. Arigato. Okay, then we come here to the loan simulation. Okay, so this is a family in Tokyo. Okay, I put it down here. I took it 0.85, which is a 35 flat. I don't know, maybe the 35 flat went up because interest rates were going up. And they got 50,000 mon, or $50,000, which is gohyakuman, 500 mon. That's what they did for the down payment. And then the family can move in here to Kogane, okay, and they can live in this house for $960 Canadian, or 950 Canadian dollars a month. Okay, this is like in the Canadian marketplace. This is priced 1998. It's totally cheap. It's totally cheap. There's nothing like this in Vancouver. Are you crazy? Even in it's priced like 1998. It's priced so cheap. So it's unbelievable. And then there's other things with it. You can come back down here, and we come back here to this picture. We'll make it bigger again on the map. Oh, this was a picture. I have to go back down to the map to go back down here to the map where it's interesting, right? Because like it was a very interesting thing here. So, by the way, there's a house built about 10 years ago. Okay, there's another house built here in the 1980s. You see another one built here in the 1980s, and then something built here in the early 2000s, and something built here about 2015. And there's a couple of really interesting things to notice here, okay, in both these houses right here. You can see they have two, especially this one. This one only has one parking spot, but this one has two parking spots. So this guy bought this house about 10 years ago, right? And then say he didn't pay Yonsen Mon or 4,000 Mon. He paid 280 Mon for his brand new house at the time. So that means his payments on this has been about 600 or 650 Canadian dollars a month. Okay, and because he has that one car for his lifestyle, he has a nice Delica for him and his wife, or Alfred or a K-Truck, and you know what he has for himself on weekends, because everything's cheap, everything's affordable. Okay, he has himself a little toy car, a little Nissan here, for example, that he can go and enjoy and drive around with. And yeah, so that's one of the great things about the Tokyo real estate market, and the great deals, that there's still room for people to have toys. And this guy who bought this house 10 years ago, he has himself here a nice piece of machinery as a toy. Anyway, look at here at some of the new product here in Kogane. But here, for example, this was the really cheap end of the market. But if we move this down here towards Shibuya Way, we already see a wall of red in there. Okay, starting, what is, look at, see? Look how the price is breaking. Look at how the price is breaking. Okay, this is getting here, this stuff here too is now, the gold price is on all-time highs today. How is Shibuya real estate? Like, let's just, there's no houses for sale in Shibuya. Right by the station, there's no houses. There's no supply here. This is, we're getting, this is Agasaga. What do we have for one house? We have one house in Hiro. What's it going to go for? There's no supply of new houses right now. It's a new houses. How much is this going to be? I'm almost scared. I'm actually scared to push it. I'm going to say, I could be right, because I have no clue. 8 million. Oh, Tokyo real estate, man, were you right? Oh, no, I was wrong. 1.5 million. This one's in Ebis. It's a brand new house in Ebis. So I gotta crack this open. I didn't mean to make this video long. But again, it's going to be a Panasonic house. So I'm totally wrong at it. I'm totally wrong. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Go ahead. Ichioku Gosenman. Okay. So again, this is going to be a Panasonic house. 3-story, 79 meters inside, 57 meters of land. It's not a bad deal. This is actually not a bad deal. Yeah. And then maybe it's just the land. Is it just the land? I think this could be just the land. Yeah, this is just for the land. Okay, so just for the land. I thought it was actually going to be a house. I thought it was going to be a really good deal. I need to come back here and find one more sample, though, that's in the Shibuya area. Okay, there's Shibuya right there. Let's choose this one that's going to be like, this is going to be like near Sangenjaya, or halfway. This is Mishku. So it's going to be in Mishku. What do we got for a house here? So there's a house here in Mishku, 231 meters, okay, for Nioku Sanzen Man, which is $2.2 million Canadian. You're getting, this is really near Vancouver prices right now here though too, right? So like this area in Tokyo is priced pretty accurately in relation to Vancouver right now, for example. Okay, this is brand new house near Shibuya. So that one in Kogane for 400 sure seems like a pretty good deal to me right now. Granted, this is 231 meters. That's a lot, and that's a lot. That's nice, and a nice piece of land. But I'd be buying the one in Kogane. That's just me. I would be buying the one in Kogane. So anyway, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. You're interested in a house like this? Come to the Instagram. I gotta post. I've been enjoying my summer. Tokyo Real Estate Mountain website. That's the Instagram. Okay, you can DM me there. You can contact me there. Always come to my website of the same name, Tokyo Real Estate Mountain website. This is all made for brainless people like me. Hit the contact box; it'll bring it on there. You can give me a mail there. You can give me a straight mail to my email right there, or you can even if you just go to the site, it'll link you to my Instagram. It'll link you to my YouTube. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Key important thing, understanding the new build market in Japan is the industrial capacity of Japanese manufacturing companies like Lixil and Panasonic, and the systems they create to buy or to make, I should say, these prefabricated homes. いつもこのチャンネル見てるありがとうございます。今日の動画も終わりです。